Bagwan, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name?
Sir, my name is Rahul Sharma.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Sir, basically, I belong to District Sirmaur and I am 25 years old. I have done my schooling from Nahan, and then I did my bachelor's in political science and master's in history from ICDL. My interests include cricket, fitness and public speaking, and this is my fourth attempt and first interview.
Okay. Your hobbies are listening music. What type of music do you listen?
Sir, I usually listen religious music, Pahadi music, Hindi, Punjabi, sir, all type of music basically.
Religious music means bhajans?
Sir, like mostly Hanuman Chalisa.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Integrity and punctuality towards work. Okay, punctuality I understand. You have to be punctual. Integrity towards work, you are already working on some project. What's that?
Sir, integrity is something where a person possesses the strong moral principles like honesty and of course the more dedication towards his work.
Okay. Tell me the one finest quality of a civil administrator. Civil servant, you can say.
So, of course, he should be a good communicator.
Good communicator.
Yes.
And then listener.
Also a listener, but first a good communicator so that he can understand the problems of the public and then also can do the work for the betterment of the society.
Okay. Most of the rainfall in this season depends upon western disturbance. Okay. What is western disturbance?
So, western disturbance basically due to the winds which arise from the Mediterranean Sea, and then they come to the eastward side, and there are some jet streams which also favor the path of the western disturbances.
Tell me something about El Nino and La Nina. What is El Nino?
Sorry, sir.
Anyway, discuss the challenges facing India as far as the water scarcity is concerned. Because most of the states, they are into drought. There is not much rainfall, and there is a farmer distress. Farmers are committing suicide. So, how to challenge this problem of water scarcity in India? What are the measures can be taken?
Sir, water scarcity is a major problem in India and basically faced in the cities where we saw the rapid urbanization, and there we saw the limited resources, and a majority of the people are not getting the basic amenities. And water is also necessary for the agriculture, as Indian economy is mostly dependent on agriculture. But there are some steps which are going to be taken, like interlinking of rivers, as recently we have seen Ken-Betwa river project is going to be interlinked. So these are some steps which will of course provide the water for irrigation purpose and also for the uses. And secondly, sir, of course we can do other traditional methods like rainwater harvesting for the recycling of water for the secondary purpose like washing of clothes, washing of cars, other things.
What is the concept of FDI?
So FDI is foreign direct investment, where the entities from the foreign nation invest in the companies or in the entities established in India.
Okay. Open market. It was largely said that in 1991, open market was started by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh Ji, late Prime Minister Manmohan Singh Ji. What do you think? Whether it was a right step at that time or it led to some dangers also?
So in 1991? Yes, sir, of course, that was a right step, as that time we were facing the balance of payment crisis, and the liberalization, privatization and globalization was the need of that hour, which was greatly implemented by the late Prime Minister. And sir, now we have seen the results of those economic reforms at that particular time, as our GDP became the one of the largest GDP among the world from the last decade. So these are the steps which I think good for the nation.
Okay, what is public-private partnership?
So public-private partnership is something where government and private entities come together in terms of technology, in terms of monetary assistance, and work for the development of on any project for the nation.
What is the role of Auditor General of India? Attorney General of India, sorry.
So Attorney General of India is the advocate of the government of India, where the concerned party is government in any of the district or at the central level.
Can you name the President Attorney General of India?
Yes, sir. It's R. Venkatramani.
Okay.
You are from Sharma, huh?
Yes, sir.
You have some idea about the Gorkha invasion into Himachal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, Gurkhas basically came to Himachal Pradesh on the invitation of the Mahan Chand of Bilaspur, who was not happy with the expansion of Sansar Chand at that time. And then there was an invitation to Amar Singh Thapa. And then second reason was also the king of Sirmaur, who also invited Amar Singh Thapa to Sirmaur first. And then from there, when he captured the Nahan, and then they established their Jaitak fort, which was established by Ranjor Singh Thapa, who was son of Amar Singh Thapa. And then from there, they advanced to the Kangra, where Battle of Mahal Morian happened and a defeat of Sansar Chand by the Amar Singh Thapa. And then after that, we seen that Ranjit Singh collaborated with the Sansar Chand and finally freed the Kangra from the Gurkhas control. And then so they marched to the upper Himachal, like they also went to the first Dhami and also the Arki. They also made their capital at Arki, and then also to the Rampur Bushehr also. Yes.
Okay. And they fought Britishers also?
Oh, sorry. Yes, sir. They fought the Britishers also. Yes, sir.
Where?
Sir, in 1814-15. And then there was a treaty of Sugauli, which was signed between the Amar Singh Thapa and David Ochterlony.
Okay. Why were the Gorkhas, so much interested in expanding their territories to this part of Himalayas when they were already, in Kumaon and which other area? You have some idea about their battles with those kings in Uttarakhand also?
No, sir, not much.
Not much.
Yes.
What is polyandry?
So polyandry is the process which was basically we have marriage process which we basically seen in the tribal areas where there was one wife and 2 or 3 or more husbands.
More than one?
More than one, yes.
In Sirmaur also?
Yes, in some places.
And where else?
Sir, also in Kinnaur.
You mean to say 3 husbands are having one wife, or one wife is having 3 husbands?
Sorry, sir. One wife is having more than one husband.
Okay. What is BOT?
Sir.
They used to be, he put a question,
Public-private partnership.
There was another concept called BOT. Are you aware what is BOT?
Sir, I think it's build, operate and transfer.
What is that?
Sir, first in case of PPP, then first they build a project and then they operate it and then they finally transfer it to the government after some contract.
This is the practice now being followed, or it used to be followed sometime? Or
Yes, sir, of course it is followed, like ISBT Shimla.
What is the hydropower potential of Himachal Pradesh?
Sir, it's 24,000 megawatt.
That is surveyed or?
That is assessed.
Assist.
And
What is
harness-
installed? What is installed?
So 11,209 megawatt has been
That
harnessed.
is already installed.
Yes.
Okay, that much. Which are the prominent hydropower projects which are currently under construction?
Sir, like we have Lohri 3 project and Lohri 3 project. Lohri.
Lorry.
Yes, sir. Lohri.
Okay.
Lohri, yes.
And
And sir, maybe sir, Parvati 3.
And the project near Bilaspur that has been constructed, coal dam, what is the position now? Are you aware of the coal dam project?
Yes, aware about coal dam, but sir, not aware about the current situation.
About geography, there are water currents, you know. Are you aware what are the water currents, sea currents?
Yes.
Which, how does that help in navigation of ships and transportation? Does it help?
Yes, sir, of course, it helped. Like in the ancient times, we have also seen that there is a term called horse latitudes, where we have seen, and in the ancient time, like when Vasco da Gama came India, so at that particular time, when navigation was at the beginning phase, so at that particular time, ocean currents might get help.
Where is Masru temple?
Sir, it's in Kangra.
Where? How do you describe these temples? What are these temples? Can you describe these temples?
So, Masru temples is the monolithic structure which is in Kangra, and it was built by Pandavas, and sir, it is also called as Ellora of Himachal Pradesh.
Who are socialists?
Socialists are, sir, who basically work on the welfare of people. And
All governments work for that reason.
yes, sir, but they also have that socialist government have the control over the resources.
Which resource?
Sir, basic resources, revenue resources of the state.
Of the state.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the capitalist approach of?
Capitalists, sir, where market forces run independently without the government interference.
What was Dr. Manmohan Singh's model of governance?
Sir, mixed economy.
What was the mixed economy model?
Sir, where capitalist and socialist approach work side by side simultaneously, where public basically focus on the welfare and private focus on
But I
the
used to hear that he was much under the influence of the WTO and International Monetary Fund. What does that signify? What does that? How do you answer to those people who were saying like this to him when he was the Prime Minister, that he was much under the control of WTO or under the influence of IMF or under the influence of World Bank while deciding the policies of the government here in India? Because socialists accuse him that his approach was not socialist, whereas Congress had a policy of pursuing the socialist pattern of governance. They said Manmohan Singh deviated. So that's what the socialists say. So what do you have to? How do you explain this?
Sir, when in 1991 Manmohan Singh did the economic reforms, so at that time there were some conditions by the IMF which we have to fulfill. That's why there was LPG reforms, and then to oblige that conditions we have to.
Just now you said there is one pattern is the market forcing operating. There's the capitalist that you explained to me.
Yes.
And the other you said was the welfare of the people.
Yes.
So how do you differentiate between the two?
Sir, in context of Manmohan Singh or economy?
No, generally, that is of course the
Sir,
question.
like we have USA, that is a capitalist economy, and we have Russia, that is a socialist economy, where we have seen that capitalists who are basically the entrepreneurs, they occupy the major source of the state, and while in Russia states like Russia, we have seen that state have the majority of the resources under their control. So they manage the demand of supply and demand and supply forces. And while the capitalist market, they basically control the demand and supply.
So in Indian context, which model you think is a better model?
So of course, mixed economy is a better model.
You said that, but in between I started the other question. So what is the mixed economy model?
So mixed economy where government majorly focus on the welfare of people. As we have seen that private entities will not work without the profit. So that's why they will focus on the profit. And there is a private player space also, which will give birth to the capitalist economy side by side with the socialist ideals of the government is also taking place.
You think there's a shift in the present day governance?
Yes, sir. Basically, there's a shift towards the capitalist side, but also the socialist side is not completely missed. As we have seen that there are various welfare schemes which is running through.
What is the preamble of the Constitution?
Preamble is the identity card of Constitution, ma'am.
Can you read?
Ma'am, okay, ma'am. Sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic.
What does secular mean?
In context of India, secular means where state will give credit to all the religions at equal status. State has no religion.
Have you heard about Thoda game?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the main instruments in that?
Ma'am, bow and arrow.
How is it different from archery?
Ma'am, not much known, but basically it's a traditional martial art which was practiced in the Shimla and Sirmaur district. And there is a concept of Shati and Pashi, where Pashi were the supporters of the Pandavas and Shati were the supporters of the Kaurav. So in the victory of Kurukshetra, or to commemorate the war of Kurukshetra, this play happened.
I have heard, but I don't know. What are the Jhuri songs of Sirmaur?
Jhuri songs were basically the traditional songs which were reciting at special occasions, like we have Diwali, and also there is a concept of Budi Diwali in Sirmaur. Some areas celebrate Diwali, New Diwali, and some celebrate Budi Diwali. So at that particular time, when there was a local dance, then Jhuri songs were recited at that particular time, which basically depicts the ancient heritage or ancient events.
So you have been residing in Simla, and they say there is a lot of traffic problems. Can you suggest some measures to decongest it?
Yes, ma'am, there is a problem of traffic. As recently we have seen the SP of Shimla, Sanjay Gandhi ji, he also started a new concept of 3-minute rule, where we have seen that traffic is controlled at the major hotspot areas. And we also can do that, we can expand the urbanization towards the periphery of Shimla rather than we majorly focus on the city. So that's why, and we have seen that there is a bypass which is going to be built, and that will also diverge the basic traffic. And yes.
Government has decided to abolish the system of no dropout policy in primary and upper primary education.
Oh, yes.
Have you any idea about this?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, what is this, the no dropout policy, and how it will benefit or have some other impact?
Sir, no dropout policy or no detention policy. This basically, yes, sir, this basically signifies that there would be no student who get failed up to the 8th class, as we have seen till now. So this basically promotes the inclusive education, and if there is, we have seen that various states have showed their non-adherence to this policy, and this basically led to the dropout rates of the students from the marginalized section, as there is a discouragement for them at the young age, and so that's why there are positive and
So
negative
why
aspects.
government has decided to do away with this provision?
So basically, sir, I think there should be some alignment with the new education policy. So not much idea, sir.
What are the features of new education policy?
So basically, there is a tier system, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2, and new education policy basically focus on the vocational training, and also there is a good thing that students can choose subjects of the diverse ranges, and one more thing which I admire the most is that there is a culture of science and arts. This might get marginalized, and students
The
will.
provision of early child care and education. What do you understand by this?
Sir, up to the 14 year, which is also mentioned in 45, Article 45.
Early child care and education. Yeah, this is also mentioned in DPSP also, and this is also in new education policy. What is this?
So it, as we have also a fundamental right, right to education. So basically, new education policy aligns with this, and focus on the education of especially the marginalized people as.
Early child. It is pre-nursery education basically, up to 3 to 6 years. Actually, our right to education talk about 6 to 14 years. We talk about pre-nursery education. Okay. What is the literacy rate of Himachal Pradesh?
So as per census 2011, it's 82.80%.
Okay. There is a gap between the literacy rate in Sirmar and average of the states. Why it is so?
Sir, it is due to the, of course, the backwardness of the state, as a major population depends on the agriculture, and with no horticulture or other cash crops. And secondly, sir, being a tribal entity, so they majorly focus on the traditional approach. And next, sir, there is a lack of inclusive education, inclusive finance in the region. So I think this made.
There is a provision of river linkage, as you earlier talked about Ken Betwa. Now, though this linkage has been done, almost done, and there is a dam. Local people are going against this dam. So first question is this: why these people are against this dam? And my second question is, how does it help the local area, and particularly which area will get benefit out of this Ken Betwa linkage?
Sir, actually this project is also getting the agitation from due to the environmental concerns also, as I have studied that there is some area of the Panna Tiger Reserve which is going to be submerged under it, and basically, of course, the environmental concerns, so various organizations, environmental organizations are coming at the front against this project, but also we have to look at the positive side of this project, like this interlinking will also benefit the agriculture of this particular area, and will provide the small canals for irrigation.
Which particular area you are talking about?
So I don't know any particular area, but I'm saying about Panna Reserve area. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Panna is a tiger reserve that is in MP. MP, sir. MP.
Okay,
The area is Bundelkhand.
These two rivers are tributary of which river?
Sir, Yamuna.
Yamuna river. Okay. In 2024, there are few landmark judgment of Supreme Court. Now, can you name any 2 or 3 which you found more important as far as our judicial system is concerned and controlling the power of a central government?
So can I take few seconds? So first, which I am getting is the in the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner. first. And sir, second, sir, on same-sex marriage. And sir, that's it.
Okay. Currently, at this point of time, in the 2024 and 23, what are the major interests of India which leads India's foreign policy?
So basically, India is following the principle of nation first, as we have seen in the Russia-Ukraine war, where we are facing the Western pressure, European pressure, but we chose to buy oil from the Russia at a cheaper price. And there we have seen that our foreign minister also said the same thing, that we will follow the nation first policy.
Other?
So second, of course, the internal security and against terrorism.
Any economic front?
Of course, we are following the target of Viksit Bharat by 2047.
Okay. So what do you know about soft power?
Yes, sir, soft power. So soft power is something where the people of any nation spread the culture and the basic customs of that particular country in the another area, foreign region, through via diaspora or via cinema.
Can you name any famous diaspora who you consider they are beneficial for our soft power?
So of course the Indian diaspora in USA.
Any name?
So name of person?
Any 3-4 person you find?
Of course, recently, sir, as we have Ramaswamy, which we have seen in the got some position in the Trump government recently. But as if we consider history, like in 2008, we have a nuclear deal with the USA, and at that particular time, when the conditions were not pretty good between the India and USA, we facing too much of agitation, as when in 1998 we did the Pokhran test. So at that particular time, Indian diaspora played vital role.
Okay, why people like Sundar Pichai? They are Indians, but they are working outside. So why they are not working in India? What forced them to go outside and work for Google and other country?
Sir, first I think, of course, the money or the prestige which is associated with the international jobs. And second, sir, there might be a concern of meritocracy which might get compromised in India. So I think.
Okay.
What do you understand by the term Indian diaspora? What is Indian diaspora?
So Indian diaspora basically a group of people of Indian origin residing outside India, or some NRIs.
Okay, NRI is non-resident Indian. Okay, diaspora means that the original parents, they were from India, and their progeny again, they settled in some other countries. Okay, anyway, your intro is over now.